Hello friends. So I thought I would go into some of the hives today. I have to feed, there we go, playing with it, there we go. Had it set up right for me. Hey look, I got one. Looky there, Sarah, if you see that, that one's for you. I've set her aside, that one looks really good. So I'm going to go ahead and open the top of this up. And I'm just going to go ahead and feed these guys. You see all the bees down in there. There you go. I just put some sugar water in there for these guys because they're still drawing out comb. See if we can get this little bee out of here. If I can get her out without her stinging me. Oh, yeah, I don't know. She's got to climb up. There's a bee down behind here. And you'll see I don't have gloves on right now. Trying to make myself a little braver. I think while I'm feeding, that's not a big deal to actually go without the gloves. But when I go in the hives, I'll put my gloves on. So again, this is Ethel's hive, and Ethel is, so she is the queen to this hive. And she's awesome. They are drawing out comb to start putting some, no, don't go in there. Start putting some honey or nectar in for me. Look at this in here. Let me see if I can get this little bee. Come on. Okay, I got you. All right, you're out. Barehanded, look at that. Just grabbed her by the wing and flopped her out of there. Okay, hopefully she doesn't come back and be mad at me. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll feed hive number 7. Everybody's going to be nice today. These soda bottles are really handy putting this into. Keeping them in the refrigerator because you can keep the sugar water a while because of that. Keep it cool. Alright. I have one more to feed. Let's see here. Put this one back together. Hopefully everybody will continue to be nice to my hands. Alright, so that's done. Now, let's go over here. And I gotta give them a little bit of smoke. Especially if I'm going gloveless. Everybody some smoke. So they're all nice to me. And we'll go into this one. And we'll feed them. What we have left here should be just about enough. There we go. So we want to build that hive up pretty quickly. So that's why I'm giving them a sugar water. And we did find that this one was queen right, but we didn't find the queen in there yet. So I'll give her a few more days. And I'll go back in there after the sugar water's gone. Then I'll check and see if I can locate and mark that queen. So, get this on here square. Seems to want to go on there for some reason. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my gloves and I'm going to go into this little pink one here. Let me sink you down just a little bit. And let's see, you got a good shot of that pink one? Can't tell. Yeah, all right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my chair. I'm going to get my gloves on. And we're going to see if we see any eggs in this hive. And then we're going to do the blue one again. Now, if I see eggs and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and put out my things for marking this queen just in case. You never know. Gotta figure out where I put things. Got all these new pockets that I realized I had in my sleeves here. That working? Okay, pen's working. That's always good, right? Alright, so I'm going to leave this open. I'm just going to set it right there. Got everything we need. Let me grab my gloves. And a hive tool. Alright, let's see what we can see here. Got you guys nice and close this time. I'm going to try to keep my hands out of the way of the camera so that you can see well. Move you just a little bit this way. There we go. Thanks for being with me, guys. I've been doing some more solo beekeeping. Kind of working my way up to trying to do more of it by myself. So it's taking me a little bit longer to like grab things and do that type of stuff than it did before. So thank you for your patience with me. Hey, we don't see any hive beetles in here. That's a good start. I'll just set that down here. Adjust my suit just a little bit. Get it loose where it needs to be loose. I don't want to go popping that belly out. Although Grandma is losing some weight, which is a good thing. So let me go ahead and get this out of here. Let's look for eggs, see if there's anything today. Hello, girls. Okay, so we've got a lot of nectar here. And they don't really want me bothering them. They're already buzzing around my face. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put it right down near the front here. Because I got to have some room to maneuver. So what I do first is I cut free the propolis in between these hives that are right there. And then I go ahead and pull it up. So now we'll start looking to see if we got any eggs in here. And I do have to remember that we did put one frame in here that had very a lot of eggs and larvae. So if we find one with, there's no eggs in here, And I don't see a queen on this one. Go ahead and put this one back down. Now I believe this one here is the one that I probably put in that has all the eggs and larvae on it. That was 2 days ago. And I put that in here just so that they would have some brood. Let's just go through here. There's a lot of, I don't see. Let's just go in here real quick and see if we spot a queen. Or if I see 1-day-old eggs or 2-day-old eggs. I see a couple 1-day-old eggs in there. So, there's that too. Let me look. They're either 1 or 2, so this could be from the other queen. Because they stand straight up when they're first laid. The next day they lay down. So let's see. I see a queen on here. No queen. Alright, so let me go ahead and check the other frames. There might be a virgin queen somewhere still. Just want to see what I can find. Any 1-day-old eggs in here? You would think that they would be more upset with me being in here if they didn't have a queen or something going on. So, this is all, I don't see anything going on here. I see a queen cup that is crushed. Nothing. So again, at this point, I'm not sure what's going on with our pink one. They're starting to build this out. Still could be in a situation that there's a virgin queen, so give this one a little bit longer. Look one more time for a queen. They are happy that they have brood, though. That's a good thing. They're so cute. You guys are cute. Oh, there's one with big pollen sacs. Can you guys see that? She's right. Let's see if I can hold it with one hand. Right there. She's got big pollen pockets. All right. I am seeing nothing. All right, so maybe we'll have to just wait a little longer on this one. It'll be interesting in a few days if I go in here and I see that they are building a queen cell, then I know they still don't have a queen. But if I come in here in 4 or 5 days and they're not building a queen cell, then they know something's happened. So I'm going to go ahead and put all these guys back together. Let me go get my smoker, get all these guys out of the way. I don't want to crush anybody. All right. I'll go back in. Get right out of my way. Take a look at this one real fast. Just a whole lot of nectar. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but we want to see a queen. See all that shiny nectar in there, guys? Can you see it in the sun? Looks real wet and shiny. That's honey. Gonna be honey as soon as they flap their wings and dehydrate it. And it'll happen quickly with these dry days, because the drier it is for a little while, the faster that nectar's going to dehydrate. And then when it gets to a certain amount of moisture, which is below, oh, look at that guy. He's huge. Whoop, there he goes. Ooh, look what I found. Don't like him. Where'd you go? Yeah, look at that. Can you guys see that? That bee just chased that hive beetle right down in there. Now I'm going to get rid of him. We'll just... Alright. So, check. Hive beetle. Uh-oh. That's not good. And if you see here, you have all of these queen cells. There's one there, and they're all chewed up. So I have a feeling there's a virgin queen here somewhere. She's just not being social, doesn't want to be seen, that type of deal. So keep moving, girls. I don't want to squish you. Coming down. Move it out. Okay. All right. And you, get off my hand. You're not going to sting me, are you? Are you going to be nice? All right, let me put the top back on this. Oop, I just got bopped in the top of the head. That's their warning. They're like, hey, enough. Yeah, they hit me in the top of the head. Okay. Move out of the way, coming down. Everybody move. All right, there's our update on the pink hive. Now we know that hive number 8 is good. So they're queen right at this moment. And we're all set there. So let's go ahead and we'll move over to the next hive, which is, again, this nuke, the blue nuke. And tripod's not standing, hold on. Okay, got it. Hold on one second. Let me grab my chair. And we'll check this one out. And after that, as long as I'm not too toasty, we need to go up and check hive number 3, hive numbers 3 and 4. Let's see if there's any hive beetles on here. No hive beetles, that's good. Put that right over here. And I'll give them a little bit of smoke. Let them know I'm coming in. You might have to load this up again before I go up on the deck. Alright, so let me get all my supplies ready, and just in case I see a queen. They're real close to me here. Alright. So again, we're going to cut away the propolis right here in between the frames. And a lot of people say you should lift up the second one first. I still like to do the first one. It just seems easier for me. And we'll lift that right out of there. Look at those pretty bees. Hey, babies. Let's see what you got. Oh, you got a lot of nectar. You got a lot of nectar. You got some drones. Get you guys a little closer to me so you can see me better. As long as this thing's going to stand. All right, there we go. All right, so we got a lot of drones here. People were asking me online, how do you tell the difference between a drone and a queen? This guy right here, this one, that big fat one, that's a drone. See him right there? This one here, they're big and fat and plump and juicy. There's one here. See the great big eyes on them? That's a drone. That's a drone, that's a drone, that's a drone. Those are all boy bees and they don't sting. Now, it's not good when your hive has too many drones, because they'll eat the girls out of house and home, because they don't do anything. All they do is eat. And they go out and mate, and that's about it. There's a big fat one right there, and he's eating all the goods. All right, so I don't see her on here. I'm gonna lay this one right down on the front. Hopefully they can just go right back in. Yeah, these guys don't want me in here. They're not happy. They're already being feisty. All right, so we see more drones. Lots and lots of drones. I'm looking for eggs, because that would tell me there's a queen here, unless we had a laying worker, which I'm sure we don't. For one reason is I made sure that I kept brood in here. Most of the time you get a laying worker once you have no brood in your colony. Okay, we got some cups down here. Let's see what's going on with them. Nope, there's nothing in them. So, but I'm not seeing any eggs here. All right, so this is the one that I put in from hive number 7. It has all of that brood. We got a chewed out cell here. And okay, oh, this is the one I put in, so this one doesn't count because this was from another hive. I was gonna say, hey, there's eggs here. There sure is. It's from hive number 7, and we still haven't named that that queen on hive number 7. So guys, if you want to put your suggestion in, I only have a couple of names so far, and let me know what you think we should name that queen. Alright, so this one is still up in the air. So again, we wait. Let's see what they do in a few days or a little while with that brood that I gave them. In a few days, if they're not starting to make a queen. Matter of fact, let me go back in here. One more time for a second. Let me see. Were those cups on this one? There's one there. Let's see what they're doing with it. Got just a piece of wax down here. That doesn't count. Okay, so we got a queen cell right here, and guys, it is charged. So now we just leave this one alone for a while. So that actually looked like it was maybe 4 days old, I would say, maybe 5. So they're working on it again. I don't know where these other queens have gone, because this has had other queens in it. Maybe it's out on its mating flight. Maybe it'll come back and do that cell in. We'll see. So now we're just going to leave this one alone for, at least a week. See what's going on later. All right. So let me close up my pen before it goes bad on me. Put that back in my little pocket, because I'm going to head up on the deck next. And I think what I'm going to do is shoot another video once I get up there, because we have to relight the smoker. And let me take my glove off so I can play with the phone. And watch the next video. Thanks for being with me. Grandma signing off.